Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. And iPhone leaks after iPhone leaks have been coming in the next day and the next day and the next day
and the next day and the next day and the next day.
One eternity later.
Phone call, Mr. Plankton.
And the next day and the next day and the next day and the next day.
Now, first leak that I'm gonna pretty much clear up with you guys is a leak that pretty much shows that it's gonna be September which this phone is gonna launch. So far there's no confirmation, so this is complete fake. So if you see any leaks out there that says it's gonna be launched in September, the iPhone 12 most likely will not be launched in September. It's probably still production season for the iPhone. So any leaks you see with September, it's completely fake. However guys, this is the first look at iPhone 12. So if you were one of those persons who were hoping that iPhone 12 does look different from the previous generations, no, you're pretty much disappointed. Cross your hands and hope to die and hope iPhone 13 does have a physical change, but it pretty much looks like iPhone 11 and 10. Of course, the notch size is the same as I already told you guys. It's just gonna have a bigger screen and smaller bezel, so hope that makes up for the difference or make it look, the notch look a little bit smaller. But as far as iPhone 12 look concerned, it's pretty much the same thing up front. Now looking at this chart that I'm going to show you, it represents the specs and the prices of the upcoming iPhone, and just look in the $699 starting price. This is actually complete value for money as 2020 standards are concerned. Just look at how the baseline iPhone is set up. Dual camera, of course, superior cameras are going to be on the iPhone, good software, an OLED screen, the A14 chip, that's probably the most powerful chip in any phone, and it's starting at $699. The only shortcoming probably on Apple's part to maintain this price is, of course, it's gonna have a smaller battery, but bear in mind it's a smart battery, so it might not be as bad as we think. But $699, it's a complete good value for money, and Apple is going in a good direction compared to some other manufacturers. Also, here is another leak that pretty much confirms that iPhone 12 will have 120 Hertz display. However, it's going to be adaptive 120 Hertz display. It won't have the LTPO, which pretty much helps the screen to scale down to 10 Hertz, unlike the Galaxy Note or Samsung's phone in general and some of the gaming phones. But however, it's pretty much confirmed 120 Hertz is there. It does look good, and bear in mind that Apple is still testing with the whole screen and everything, so it might not be as fluid as other companies, but they're late to the game and they're still testing to make it a good standard. Showing you guys the other leak, which is the color confirmation of the iPhone 12. As you can see, there's just pretty the general colors except for the navy blue, which is actually making a debut, and I'm not gonna lie, this blue actually looks pretty cool. Probably gonna be one of the most common phones out there. Well, that's my opinion, but it looks pretty good. Now, talking about camera gains for the iPhone 12, from my previous video I told you guys that the iPhone 12 will have a LiDAR sensor, and of course today I'm going to tell you guys what it's pretty much for. It's pretty much for assisting in autofocus and bokeh effect, especially in the night mode, to pretty much level up the iPhone platform with the competitors of 2020. By all means, the iPhone 11 is still a great competitor, especially when it comes on to night mode, but the competition has upgraded to 2020 standards, so the iPhone of course has to do the same thing. Now, by all means, a smaller lens in the iPhone is gonna help with autofocus, but of course the bigger lens from the Android competitors are better at the whole natural bokeh effect. So Apple has to put in this LiDAR lens to actually assist in getting better autofocus and that bokeh effect, especially at night where there's nothing but darkness. So the LiDAR sensor is a good addition to the phone. Also, as you can see in this screenshot, Apple has some other options which this LiDAR sensor is going to be helped with: advanced noise reduction, zoom capabilities, and all these other features. And they're going to one-up Samsung this year because the Galaxy Note 20 just came out with 1080p at 120 frames per second. The iPhone now is gonna come out with 4K at 120 frames per second and 4K at 240 frames per second. So Apple is gonna one up everybody in video capabilities, just like what they did last year, just to keep it trendy. And it's a good thing from Apple, along with this awesome price point. So last but not least, gotta save the controversial news for the last. The iPhone will have fast charging. Yes, the iPhone 12 does get 20-watt fast charging. However, to keep it in that $699 price point, Apple will only give you the phone, the box, the cable. Of course, it doesn't sound quirky to you, but listen again. Phone, box, cable. That means there's no more headphone and there's no more bricks. And of course, for all you Apple people out there, you would say probably, who cares about the stupid headphones because we have AirPods, or who care about the slow charging brick because you're probably using some fast charging brick already and just pretty throwing away the stock brick somewhere. But for those persons who are just pretty much switching back over to the platform, you're gonna have to find your own headphones and you're probably gonna have to spend that extra money to get a brick. Of course, your pocket's gonna burn you just a little bit more, but if you want Apple's fast charging brick, you're gonna have to buy it. However, just gotta work with it. $699, can't cry about that. But with all that said, that's all the news that surrounds the whole iPhone 12 in the last couple of days. All these leaks have come out, and if you found it informative, that's pretty much it. Sums it up all. Thank you guys again for watching. Leave a comment down in the comment section if you found this useful. Like, subscribe, peace out, and keep loving tech. See you guys.